appointed a multitude of new officers and has sent hither swarms of officials to harass our people and eat out their substance.
We've hidden justice somewhere in the law, and we can't find it.
Hi, I'm Destiny Davis, Playboys Miss January 2005. Watch Mr. Wagener on Second Thought.
I'm Ted Gunderson, former head of the FBI in Southern California. Retired in 1979. I furnished considerable information to Wagener. If you want the full story, you want to know what's going on, watch Wagener.
Welcome to On Second Thought. I am Brianna Moore, co-hosting today. Thank you for joining us where William J. Wagener gives you reason to have second thoughts. And now for the host and producer of On Second Thought, the good guy in the white hat, William J. Wagener.
Thank you, Brianna. You're looking lovely as usual. Thank you for the intro. We're here tonight, live, on Second Thought, with William Wagener, Bill DeBoer, otherwise known as Uncle Sam, and our special guests from San Diego County, P.J. Stewart and Reverend Brian York, with some new info on the Christine Illsley case as she fights to get her kidnapped 6-year-old son, who's now going on 9, back from the criminals, otherwise known as Child Protective Services, that kidnapped her child almost 3 years ago. They had this beautiful redheaded son. He hasn't been part of the kid's life because Christine didn't want him there. Anyway, he's stuck on probation just out of prison in Nevada. He can't get to California or Montana to do anything to help his little son, whose name is Justin Croy Illsley. And that's part of the issue and the problem that was brought up in court where I was witnessing.
Yeah, that's a bureaucracy.
Last week. It is a horrible bureaucracy. Christine had a landlord problem about 3 years ago now, and she called the cops, or her landlord did, and they showed up with CPS. CPS immediately took her child into protective custody.
They had no right to do that.
They didn't. They had no warrant. They had no signed affidavit of harm being done to the child. No judge has signed a warrant to take her child. They just did it because they think they have the power. No, these were just the normal people that live in South Central LA.
Is that right?
Yeah, and some of them are dealing in illegal activity. And in the midst of this, she's trying to crawl it because CPS foster mom on her cell phone sitting inside McDonald's, air-conditioned when it's hot and sticky and dirty outside, where Christine's trying to have a quality time. She's on her cell phone talking to her different boyfriends. Foster mom. There she is in the air-conditioned, and drug pushers and all kinds of people are pulling in and pulling out all around her. Meanwhile, in the air-conditioned McDonald's, there's the foster mom who didn't give little Justin a bath, and he had welts growing up on his skin. She's giving him meat and food he's not used to.
How do they get by with this kind of stuff?
Because nobody checks on CPS, Bill. They have secret court.
They sell the babies.
They basically auction off the children for $10,000 adoption fee.
There it is, money again.
It is, it's the money.
The root of all evil.
It's the root of all evil. And there's Christine.
Love of money.
Trying to get her lunch materials and her little snack she prepared in advance for her little boy. And I'm there, right across from Bishop Edward Turner's Assembly headquarters, right there on Manchester Avenue.
In the black section.
Do you see any other white faces in there?
No.
Nope, and you won't.
Not that I got anything against blacks. I mean, there's a lot of...
No, I don't have anything against them either, but I mean, just look at the kind of people.
It's the area.
It's, you know, you got people there engaged in continual criminal activity. You notice most of them don't actually go into McDonald's. They stay out in the parking lot, do their business, and they leave. They don't actually go in. Most of them don't go in.
Afraid to go in?
E-Y?
E-Y.
Yeah.
Yes, correct.
Ill-S-E-Y.
Yes.
Anyway,
Well,
look at, he's got his pet rat.
Something should be done about
She
it.
saved his pet rat, and she brought it, and look at him. He's hugging that pet rat.
He's trying to show his love.
He loves that pet rat, but he can't have it in foster care. Let's go to that tape where we came out, and you will see in the background behind Reverend York, you will see, folks, the Edmund Edelman's children's court, where they separate children from parents that love them but may have some issues that could easily be fixed if the government would stay the hell out of their lives. And then they give them to people like the homosexual pedophile that molested, Christine says, her son Justin, and my witness says, oh yeah, they did it to her little boy.
2 times to leave. It was amazing. 2 times to leave just because I had this press pass. I'm a minister of the Universal Life Church, and they were having cows, literally baby cows all over the place, just because I was a court watcher. And they didn't want me there as a support person for Christine. And they didn't know what to do or what to act or how to act just because I was there. And they didn't know what to do or what to act or how to act just because I was there.
Are we talking about that courthouse behind you, Mr. York?
Yes, we are.
That's called the
Edmonds Adelman's Children Court. Multi-million, billion-dollar business destroying families and harming young children, tearing them apart. Oh, day in and day out. I was told I did not have any rights today.
Now, who told you? You went into court and was Judge Margaret or Marjorie Downing there?
No, there was not even a bonded court judge there. There was a learning judge there, a referee, telling me my rights, that I did not have any, that I didn't have no right to have any kind of support in that courtroom besides myself. And I didn't have no right for a speedy trial, that I had to wait when they were ready for it. Even though they were ready to TPR me, which is termination of parental rights, that day, but because I came in and told them that I didn't want to have this woman, this practice judge, ruling my case, that I wanted a real bonded judge to rule my case, they have a fit. And then they told me I didn't have a right for a speedy trial. And I said, I've been waiting for 2 years for my day in court, and yet, to this day, I am not allowed my day in court. Once a week, monitored visits. When I went back to Montana, I was forced to say goodbye to my son.
And you didn't get to see him once a week?
No, it never happened.
And do you think this emotionally has torn your son up?
Oh, I know it did. I know it did.
I mean, he used to play the drums, didn't he, at that
he played
Formosa Beach location?
He used to play drums, ride his bike. He was a very bright kid. He had fun at school. He had lots of friends.
But your sister, your adoptive sister, she didn't really abuse him or anything? She was just pressured by CPS to not make things easy for you.
Correct. Yeah, she says she cannot tell me why, but she says once this case is over, she'll sit down and tell me why. But my son is no longer with her, and we do not know where my son is, and she does not know where my son is.
So your son's been kidnapped by the United States government through California with federal funding.
Correct.
This emotionally has torn your son up?
Oh, I know it did. I know it did.
This emotionally has torn your son up?
Oh, I know it did. I know it did.
This emotionally has torn your son up?
Oh, I know it did. I know it did.